Hello, good evening. Welcome back to my channel. This is Keto Granny. Keto Granny, I'm so glad that you were able to join me this evening. Hey, you guys, I want to talk a little bit about fasting. Fasting has really changed my view on weight loss, on dieting. It has helped me a whole lot, and it's a lot of things that I want to share with you because I think that there are some things that you can get out of here that can also help you. Fasting has really changed my life recently, especially intermittent fasting combined with the alternate day fasting. A while ago, I really wasn't sure how I was going to implement fasting, and I'm referring to the alternate day fasting into my diet schedule where I could see it giving me a lot of benefits. First of all, I was almost sure that I could not do it because I had not done prolonged or extended fasting before in such a long time. I had done it when I was younger back in church. We fasted like through the weekend and different days and everything like that. But I hadn't done the fasting since then. So I've been doing a lot of intermittent fasting along with my weight loss journey. And then I learned how to do alternate day fasting. I worked my way up until I was able to fast for 36, 37, 38 hours. And so I started implementing that into my weight loss journey. But you have to remember, fasting is very, very powerful. And if you're not doing it right, you are going to lose muscle. And so that is something that has concerned me because I have found out that when I am fasting, I am not getting enough protein. No matter how hard I try, I have a hard time getting in my protein when I'm fasting. However, I'm having some good results on my weight loss journey. I'm losing my weight good. Everything is coming along like I wanted. And I contribute a lot of this to fasting, to my intermittent fasting and my alternate day fasting. Since I have been fasting, my relationship with food has changed a lot. And that's because I've had to learn some different foods or how I wanted to eat when I was breaking my fast. And you don't want to put in all that work of breaking your fast and then you eat so much that you just ruin all of your benefits, or you eat the wrong foods and you ruin your benefits. So that has helped me develop a better relationship with food because I pay more attention to the foods that I'm putting into my mouth, especially when I'm breaking my fast. After I fasted, I want to get the best benefits that I can. So I find myself sometimes I'll break my fast with some soft foods like cottage cheese and some eggs, maybe some meat, something like that. But also a lot of times I will break my fast by eating some vegetables and a lot of protein. Now, right now, what I'm doing, I am aiming on eating a lot of protein. So there are going to be some days that I'm going to be fasting because I just kind of do it naturally. And when I say I do it naturally, I mean that I automatically don't eat until the afternoon, or I don't eat until at least 11 or 12. So, the intermittent fasting is something that's kind of instilled in me. So I have to work um, not to do it as much. Now, the alternate day fasting, I can control that more. I am not trying to do alternate day fasting right now because I feel like I have not been getting enough protein in my diet. As a matter of fact, I know that I have not been getting enough protein in my diet. And that is my focus right now to get more protein in my diet. In order for me to do that, I have to eat at least 2 meals a day and have a protein shake. I found out that that is the easiest way for me to do it. Now, if I want to eat my protein, then I will have to have 3 meals a day, which is also possible. I did really well today as far as with my protein, and I believe I'm going to go ahead and go in the kitchen and have a protein shake. It's 7:08, so I'm going to do all this before 7:30, just so I can have an eating window. Like I said, I'm still, look at things like eating within an eating window. I'm still going to implement that. So I'm going to eat tonight, and I'm going to close out my eating window at 8 o'clock. And then tomorrow, I will just recalculate everything, and I will see when I will start my eating window tomorrow and when I will end it. Now, one thing, if you are eating within say a 8 hour window or something like that, so that you can control your eating, control your fasting, and you really don't have to count calories if you're doing that. Just make sure you're eating some good foods during that time, and make sure that you are including within that eating window the time that you have to eat, or the time that you really want to eat. Say that you want to have dinner with your family. So make sure that you include that in your eating window, because that's something that's important to you. You want to make sure that you include your important meals into your eating window. Very, very important. Let's see, I want to make sure that I don't miss anything, because I said it has transformed my relationship with food so much. Um, when I'm fasting, I don't have to worry too much about restricting calories, because usually when I break my fast, I don't have a big appetite. I guess some people think that you would have a big appetite after fasting because you haven't been eating. But when I break my fast, I don't have a big appetite. As a matter of fact, I have a minimal appetite, and I have to kind of force myself to eat after I have been on a 36-hour fast. Um, Before I started fasting, there were times that I was feeling sluggish a lot. I was feeling bloated. I looked bloated. I was always worrying about what I was going to eat, when I was going to eat. But with fasting, it takes away a lot of that. I don't have to worry about those things. Fasting for periods, for a certain period of time, and eating at a specific time or in a specific window, it helps a lot. When I first started, I started off with the 16 and 8. And the 16 and 8 is something that I just kind of do normally. That means for 16 hours, I eat nothing. If I need something during that time, it's only going to be a 0 calorie drink: tea, coffee, or water. Stick to tea, coffee, or water, mainly black coffee, tea, black coffee, and water, and you're going to see and have some great results. Um, it's going to be an adjustment, and if you have to work your way up to get into that 16 and 8, then go ahead and do that. Take the time to work yourself up to that. You may just start with have a window where you don't eat for 10 hours, but then gradually increase that so that you can get to intermittent fasting schedule that's going to work for you, and that's going to be really, really good for you. You don't want to feel restricted. Now, you don't want to feel restricted, because that's going to make you focus a lot on food. Try to do things while you are, I don't want to say while you are fasting during that time. Put your fasting window where you're going to be sleeping mostly. So you can get that to, get to sleep through the night. And when you get up in the morning for those first 4 hours, try to make it through those first 4 hours where you don't eat, and you don't have your first meal until 11 or 12 in the afternoon. Aim for that every day, and then aim to stop eating, say, by 8 o'clock, 7 or 8 o'clock in the evening. And I guarantee that you will have some good results. You're going to want to aim for at least 30 to 40 grams of protein per meal. And you want to have at least 2 meals a day. Have at least 2 meals a day. And if you have to, make one, have another meal and make that a protein shake. Make it some type of a protein snack or a protein meal. So that way you will get in enough protein um, through your day so that you don't have muscle loss. Very, very important that you don't have muscle loss, because otherwise you can get what's known as sarcopenia. Okay, now you want to make sure that you're eating good foods also when you're breaking your fast. You don't just want to stuff your body. You want to make sure that you are eating some good foods when you are breaking your fast. Fasting has been around for a long, long time. It's something that has been practiced for centuries. It's been used for religious purposes, spiritual, for health reasons. In recent years, it's become popular as far as a type of how do I want to say, it's they use it for help them with their dieting, help with weight loss, where people refrain for eating a certain amount of time, and then they have a certain time that they will have their meals. So fasting has been around for a very, very long time, and it's gained widespread attention for its potential health benefits. A lot of health benefits come with fasting, especially when it's done correctly. What happens to your body when you fast? What are the challenges, the surprising benefits, and how does it impact your health? These are some of the things that I'm going to talk about and discuss. Now, start off, fasting isn't easy. It's not easy whether you're doing intermittent fasting, extended fasting, 5 days of fasting, and 2 days of eating. No matter what form of fasting that you're doing, it's going to be challenging. It's going to be tough, and it's going to be hard for you to navigate a heart when you're first starting, but it is something that you can do. Let's talk about what happens when you start fasting and why it's worth it despite all of the hurdles that you're going to have to go through. One of the first challenges that you're going to have to face when you're fasting is you're going to have to face hunger. You're going to have to stare hunger straight in the eyes. You're going to have to stare hunger straight in the face. You're going to have to face hunger, and you're going to have a plan. You're going to have a plan to win because you want to be successful while you're on your fasting journey. Your body's used to receiving regular meals. So when you stop getting these meals, these hunger signals are going to kick in, and you might start feeling irritable. You're going to be distracted. You're going to, you know, some people even get angry because they're not getting their meals or their food when they're used to getting it. And you might get really tired and fatigued while your body is adjusting to your fasting schedule. Then there's the mental side of it. When you're used to eating at a certain time and when you're used to getting your meals at a certain time, fasting can feel like a mental struggle. It can feel like it's not only messing with your body, it's going to be messing with your head also. The temptation to eat is going to be so overwhelming, and it's something that you're going to have to control. You're going to have a plan. Get you something to drink, like I said, water to your coffee. Get you something to drink, and this is going to help you. The temptation to eat is going to feel overwhelming, especially if you use food as a source of enjoyment or for comfort. And a lot of us do that. That's what we use our food for instead of energy. You have to remember, food is for energy. But like I said, a lot of times we use it for comfort and we use it for enjoyment. So if you're eating for those purposes, you are probably going to have a hard time when you start off fasting. So these are some things that you're going to have to get into so that you can start fasting and start fasting in the proper way. You want to make sure you're staying hydrated. Make sure you're staying hydrated because drinking water, coffee, or tea, these things are going to help you feel, a little bit more fuller also. But I'm not going to say they're always going to hit the spot because you can drink you some 0 calorie drinks and everything and still feel that you are hungry. But you want to add in some activity, do some reading, go for a walk, take a nap, do some things that can take your mind off of your fasting regimen. Now, with time, you will adapt. With time, you will adapt. Those initial hurdles and initial things that bothered you when you first started fasting, you're going to get over it. You're going to get over it as long as you keep pushing and you stay focused on your journey. The body becomes more efficient in managing hunger, and also your mind learns to cope with your fasting periods. So you just have to give your body time to adapt while you're giving yourself time to adapt also. Now, after you've been fasting for a few days, say, after I added in my fasting 36 hours and then I did intermittent fasting. Then I went back to another 36-hour fast and then I went back to my intermittent fasting. I started feeling like I had lots of energy. I mean, energy where even when I lay down and try to sleep, I just felt so pumped up. And this is, I call it fasting energy. As the fasting period continues, your body will start to go a lot of changes. Yes, it will. One of the surprising benefits is that fasting, it will help increase your mental clarity. That is so true. Fasting will help increase your mental clarity after your initial adjustment period. Many people many people report that they feel more focused, more clear headed during their fasting window. And this is true. Your mental clarity increases during that time. Your thinking is more clear. Um, I have used fasting so many times when I haven't felt good or I felt like I wasn't thinking clearly. If you will start fasting or add in some fasting, it will boost your mental clarity greatly. Fasting can also boost your energy levels. Like I said, during fasting, I feel like I have a lot of energy. Sometimes I've even had to get up out of bed and go into my office area and exercise just to try to get some of that energy out of me so that I can even go to sleep. And couple of nights I have laid awoke in the bed because I have had so much energy surging through my body from doing fasting. So I've been trying to add in like walking on my walking pad or just doing some strength training before I go to bed. Just something to kind of burn off that energy so that I can relax a little bit better. And that helps me when I am doing my fasting. How could you feel more energetic and you're not eating? Well, once your body enters a state of ketosis and it begins to burn fat for fuel, a lot of people find that they have sustained energy throughout the day because they switch from burning glucose to burning ketones. And I tell you, when I'm burning ketones, I can tell the difference because I do have a lot more energy. Now, let's not forget the health benefits of fasting. Fasting helps reduce your insulin levels and it can improve your insulin sensitivity. And by that, I mean it may lower your risk of type 2 diabetes. It also encourages your body to burn fat for energy, which can lead to weight loss over time. That is what you want to do. You want your body to switch over and start burning fat. You want to start burning your fat instead of glucose. And that way you are going to lose weight over time. Fasting also supports cellular repair processes, which is why a lot of people do it. You may have some things going on in your body that you want to try to repair and you want to try to make better. And in fasting, fasting supports cellular repair. During fasting, the body increases the production of autophagy. And autophagy, a process where cells break down and remove dysfunctional proteins. That's why a lot of people fast. They want to try to get rid of some of the things that are going on in their body um, and so that they can feel better. They want to get their cells to regenerate. So sometimes it can help get rid of some of the chronic diseases and processes that are going on in your body. This helps maintain healthy cells and may even slow down the aging process. I believe that it slows down the aging process because I know some days I can just look horrible, horrible, horrible. And I know that I'm not eating right on those days or I've been not eating right up to that time or something. But once I am focused in and I'm focused on my diet, eating correctly with my keto diet, all of this with my fasting, my skin changes, it becomes radiant, it starts glowing. And I believe that fasting and keto actually help slow down the aging process. So these are just some of the things that fasting can do for you. I'm not going to stay on here any longer than I have already tonight. Um, but I wanted to share this with you that fasting is a game changer. It's a game changer, and it's something that you can use in your toolbox to help you to be successful. Your first time here, welcome into my channel. My name is Keto Granny. I have lost well over 100 pounds, 127 pounds. The most that I lost was 157 pounds, and I gained some of that back. So now I'm at the point where I've lost between 127 and 130. But I have been able to keep off 100 pounds, and I tell you, I have felt so much better just doing that. Just doing that, I have felt so much better. Anyhow, I hope that you are staying focused on your weight loss journey, that you are focusing on yourself, and that you are doing whatever it takes to reach your goals. Remember, do whatever it takes to reach your goals. Anyhow, I just wanted to hop on here and share that with you, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.